It's April 20th, the date when pot smokers gather to honor their beloved weed. That's the day today, so they've gathered at Dundas Square in Toronto, and here now's Robin Brown is there, breathing in the ambience, shall we say. Hi, Robin.
Hi, Jane.
So, what's happening down there?
Well, I'll tell you, breathing in the ambience, there's definitely an aroma in the air. There's no mistaking it, so I am trying to stay upwind of the smokers here, but there's definitely no mistaking that. It's been a fairly peaceful demonstration. People are milling about the square. The fountains, you might be able to hear a bit of the water in the background here. The fountains at Dundas Square are working up and running for the summer. And it was peaceful till just a few moments ago. Let me tell you what happened. There was an incident apparently near the front of the stage. And all of a sudden, everyone in the square started rushing away from the stage, and there was a lot of yelling. Seemed to be a bit of panic almost in the air. Well, from what I've been told from witnesses up on the stage, a fight broke out just off to the side, and to one eyewitness's report anyway, a gun was pulled. According to this witness I spoke to, he saw a gun pulled by one of the people fighting. A security guard, actually, I think it was a police officer, jumped on him right away, and I didn't actually hear any shots fired. But I did see, once I made my way up to the stage, I did see a man with a bloodied face, perhaps the result of a fight, as they were reporting. But as I say, there were reports that a gun was pulled, so that's definitely set a sense of panic through this crowd, and it's certainly not what Davin Christensen was expecting today. He's one of the organizers of this event, and he's here with me now. Davin, thanks for joining me.
Thank you. We've never had one end this way before, that's for sure, but it seems to be thinning out now and calming down a little bit, and the cannabis community continues to thrive on despite what we had, a little obstacle, I guess.
Tell me what this day is all about.
Well, 420, it's basically a day of celebration for the cannabis community to come out. It's the first nice day of the year for us, and it often is a nice day, this day of the year. So it's just a day for us to come out of our winter hibernation and, kind of reunite with the community again.
And what is the message, though? We were talking earlier about the whole idea of is marijuana legal. I thought in some senses it had already been decriminalized, but you were telling me that's not the case.
I guess the message is unity in the community. You're very right. It's not legal. People think it is, but we've had raids on compassion clubs here in Toronto in the last few weeks at CALM, Cannabis is Living Medicine, and of course there's still the ongoing Mark Emery trial. He's still facing extradition to the United States for selling seeds, not even cannabis, just seeds. There's still a lot going on. I think a lot of people's eyes have been widened to the fact that cannabis is still very much illegal, and the drug war still thrives. And so we had a greater turnout this year than ever before.
Now, I did see some signs related to so-called medical marijuana, the idea of legalizing it and the police, I guess, not harassing people who have prescriptions for the use of marijuana medically.
Right. Well, Canada does have a legal medical system, but, the system is far from perfect. And with a far from perfect system, we've got to, continue to fight to make the system better.
And why do you use marijuana?
For fibromyalgia. It helps with muscle pains and relaxation, and it helps ease spasms and such, pain relief.
And do you have a prescription?
Not at the moment. I've been using recreationally, is what they always have the argument between recreational and medical, but I always feel that all cannabis use is therapeutic use. It doesn't become one medicine in my hands and then, recreational in your hands. It's, it helps your backache after a long day of work. It helps that guy's headache after, in the heat and the sun. It helps that person's tremors and muscle spasms. It's good for everybody. It's good therapy for everyone.
I guess the fact is, though, that at least for non-medical use, it is still illegal. There's people here smoking. Have there been any arrests that you've heard of?
After doing this rally for 4 years now, we've never had an arrest for cannabis use, and until today we've never had an incident. But this is by far our largest crowd. So,
well, Davin, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Davin Christensen, he's a cannabis advocate. He's also one of the organizers of today's 420 event, and we've just passed 420. Apparently, they were going to light a large marijuana cigarette up on the stage. I didn't quite see it, but that was the plan at 420. Jane?
And what kind of turnout did they have?
Several hundred, upwards maybe to 1,000 people at various times during the day. It started at about 2 o'clock and it'll be going till about 5. So people sort of have come and gone, but there's, I would say, close to 1,000, maybe a bit more than 1,000 people right here right now. As I say, there was the incident and a bit of panic a short time ago, 5-10 minutes ago, but that seems to have calmed down and people are seeming to enjoy it again.
Okay, Robin, thank you for talking with us.
Okay, Jane.
Bye-bye.